So let's begin. This is interesting to me. This is a Soul Ring Mana Cosmo donation. What's up, Hanza? And it looks like Mahashi's Obosh red list. It doesn't look that much different. There's a bunch of moons in this, lucky 7 moons, if you will. But it's doing what we've talked about. Ragavan here, Fury here, and then fill in the rest. In a lot of cases, some sort of Planeswalker comes in. This one's going to be Chandra Dressed to Kill. Season Pyromancer is really kind of part of this couple play sets. Obviously, you just throw a bunch of mountains in there and you're pretty much good to go. Start filling in the gaps of what you think you're going to run into. And this list tries to, I like to call it simplification. So they're simplifying because they have Flame Slash, Lightning Bolts, Ragavans. You're going to see basically playset, 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 playset. We don't have a playset of Magus because we decided to spice it with one Glorybringer. But if you really look at what's going on here, it's all playsets. Like if we were to, come here, Glorybringer. If we were to move the Glorybringer right here and just kind of look at this playset here, everything else is a playset except like Den, but that's fine. It's all playsets. That's what we're playing with. And then the sideboard is a lot of kind of the similar idea. You got 3 Shattering Sprees. When you need to kill artifacts, you're going to bring Shattering Sprees in. When you have the pillages, maybe Tron, or maybe more artifacts, or you need to get rid of some pesky lands, this is what you're going to do. I'm a little confused about the Trinisphere being included here. We'll get to that in a second. 3 relics, 2 pithing needles. It's a lot of sets. There's not a lot of one-ofs, not a lot of silver bullets. You're going to have a lot of these sideboard cards that come in, and you're going to move things out. The idea probably being like Flame Slashes out for pithing needles in matchups where maybe there's not creatures, but you're controlling, yada, 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 yada. Obosh is in here as well as the top end, basically makes your 5 slot here 6 cards. You just can go access 1 during the game. We'll see if we can run out a Ragavan and Blood Moon an opponent on turn 2. No Gemstone Caverns in this list, but we have Forgotten Caves, so we can cycle. There are 24 lands, and this may be, if there's one thing to take away for Red Prison, this may be something to consider, going a couple Forgotten Caves so you can cycle. Unfortunately, when those matchups happen that you do get the Forgotten Cave, it comes into play tapped. But I'd rather, when you think about it, have a tap land and have my consistent mana than not have mana at all. So we've got this one from Soaring Mana Cosmo. And I think we're gonna start it. We're trying to catch up on our donation list too. So this is on a Friday instead of the Wednesday because we're a little bit behind. Oh no! Am I out of tickets and play points? That's not good. We need 11 play points. Bonus, you get some opening chests. There you go. 35, done. Done. Let's go play. Easy. Open 1, get more value than you're supposed to. All right. How's everyone's Friday going? Hopefully it's a good one. You've made it through your week. YouTube will probably see this on like a Monday or something ridiculous. I wasn't in the deck tech really. You're good, Hanza. Yeah, playsets is a good way to, it's just a really good way to go about it. I think if you have a little more cantrips or can filter through your list a little bit better, or you know kind of how frequently you want to see something, then yeah, it makes sense to do 1-ofs and 2-ofs, sometimes 3-of based on what you've seen. So yeah, there's definitely times where you want certain things like that. I had the day off. You're moving tomorrow. I think we talked about this, didn't we? Didn't we? Well, that'll be exciting. Moving can be exhausting, but it leads to new adventures, right? New adventures. Possibly. There's a lot of things that get talked about on the stream. Possibly. We also have a guest stream. Well, I don't know if I'm going to be on. I've told them I want to be on theirs. But we'll see on Tuesday next week. Got some spice going on. All right, we get to play, I don't know, first or second? What are we doing? I'm playing second, apparently. Playing second against Yorion with double Ragavan. I have double Blood Moon, but that's not always very good against Yorion builds. To lean on a Ragavan here feels dangerous. Renin 6 is a pretty typical thing, and if they just play a Renin 6, we lose both of these. I think I have to mulligan looking for more than just one land. Okay, this is a lot of lands, but I think I'm going to go ahead and keep it. We can get rid of a Forgotten Cave. This feels a little more doable. I can cycle the very first Forgotten Cave as well anyway. Temple Garden, okay. And a Utopia Sprawl. All right, Magus is going to clear that off. We draw another Forgotten Cave. I got blue on this one. Sacred Foundry. Oh, not tabbed. We're going to play a 3-drop. There's the Renin 6. We could use the Fury to get rid of the Renin 6, and we may do that. We had F&M today. It was the first place for me with green-black coffers. Forget the mono black. Forget mono black. Who even plays mono black? Let's cycle here. We could hit a Ragavan. Bone Crusher. All right, what do we want to ditch for the Fury? Probably the Bone Crusher. Season Pyromancer seems pretty good. Not gonna lie. And then Blood Moon hopefully will mess them up. Maybe I start with Magus. It's unclear right now. They could be playing Furies. Risen Reef. Puts a Misty in and then a Flooded Strand here. They can get white or blue, and then they'll have red. So I guess the Blood Moon's better because it's a Risen Reef list. It's like more elemental. We'll go with the Blood Moon, hope they don't have a Spell Pierce. So get white. Resolves. I would love to play Magus next, so I have 2 Blood Moon effects out. Oh. They did it for me. They did it for me. All right. Play our own. I feel like I play my own Magus here, and I could use this Fury to get rid of this stuff. Strass Daddy, what's up? How's it going? I wonder why I didn't hear that notification. That's weird. How's it going? How was your stream? I want to kill both of these. I'm not that worried about this. You know what? We're gonna give them the good value. One turn here. I want to use the Fury for more. Just died to Blood Moon and Legacy. Oh, that does happen. All right. Now, I sort of like just a Flame Slash here and play the Mountain past turn. Swing for 2. I like this play because I could just jam Fury and then this game will be over fast. If you can't beat them, join them. That's a good philosophy. All right, we're not there yet. I'm going to pass turn. I like my second Magus here. It's really kind of funny to have a Magus across from me in a deck that is now getting hosed by Magus and Blood Moon and powerful things like that. All right, opponent's going to discard. We hit a Den of the Bugbear. That allows me to roll the Fury. Clear the Magus, pass the turn. I guess at some point I could have picked up Obosh, right? I've had a turn where these were untapped. We'll have to remember Obosh a little bit more. I'm not that very, shall we say, in tune with companions. Usually I see Kitty and I kill it. But All right, no Torp Orb. That would probably be a little bit better than Trinisphere, but then again, that doesn't work with Obosh, so it's kind of like give up Obosh to bring in 2 drops. Could be a thing that you can build that way. I kind of like some of the pillages. They are going to get basics, and I wouldn't mind taking care of some of these basics. I don't hate the relics either. My opponent does go for the graveyard here. The Pithy Needle's maybe all right. Pithy Needle could name Ren in 6 as well instead of maybe doing Relic. I like Flame Slash, Bolt. I like Glory. I like Furies. I like Bone Crusher. I like Magus. I like Blue Moon. Honestly, I don't think I like Chandra. I don't think I like Chandra here. I like a quick Ragavan. Yeah, I kind of like ditching Chandra for maybe 2 Pillage, 2 Pithy Needle. Remember, they might have like Teferi as well. Teferi Time Raveler. So that's why the Pithy Needle is kind of interesting to me. I think I'm gonna do that. I am not as sold on Chandra Dress to Kill as many other people. And in doing so, let's take it out. Because, you know, if we're not high on the card, why play it? All right. Opening hand seems okay. Keep it. It's not great. It's kind of like the last one, but we get to cycle. And like I said, my opponent should fetch some basics, like a basic Forest and Utopia Sprawl here. There you go. There you go. Pass the turn. Everything looking okay here, though. We got double Magus. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, land destruction's not bad. Bone Crusher's kind of cool. If they go down here, they don't. That's a good pickup. Just get to hit the F6 button. They've got a Teferi. We can't Bone Crusher Giant anything. Look at all these basics my opponent has. Yorion goes to hand here, and they go up with the Teferi. All right. I sort of just want to hit this. I sort of just want to give this a smack. I mean, I play a Magus, they just bounce it, right? Let's just try to set them back here. Let's see if they have that counter spell. Force a negation or counter spell or something like that. Again, this land doesn't set them that far back. Yet. It was green, though, and white, and those are important. They go drawing. All right. We could keep them off green. Well. Let's try this. How are we doing tonight? Well, we're up a game, and that's as far as we've gotten so far. We're seeing if we can maybe have Ragavan connect with Teferi here. I could also just hit them. Ooh. Oh. They wanted to get rid of my Nimble one. And Ephemerates. And Ephemerates. I actually think that I just kill this now, right? Just kill. Get it out of here. Flame Slash isn't going to hit a lot. Bone Crusher can go up here. We can also activate Den to go after the Teferi as well. They go ahead and cash in the Teferi. Now the Magus makes more sense. Again, I want to keep them off white. Oh, they had another. They had another. They go drawing again. Now I want a Bone Crusher and Magus. There's a Stomping Ground. They found green mana, but it's going to be short-lived here. 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and play a Magus. 1, 2. Go ahead and kill the Teferi and pass the turn. Now, opponent can't play Yorion. That's dangerous Sky Noodle. We could also Fury this. I would like to play a second Magus. Prismatics for 3. Plays a Flooded Strand here. They can get blue or white with this. They did unlock Den of the Bugbear as well. I think we'll just replay Magus past turn and let them get white or blue. Let them get white or blue. We're good with either. They get a Temple Garden. Oh, floats double green. Green, white. The call. Gets a Fury. They can hard cast that Fury, and then I'll hard cast my Fury. It's a Fury battle. I mean, this sort of is decent for us. It unlocks Den of the Bugbear here. We know it's Yorion 2 unknown cards here. I like casting this Fury. I like killing this. I also like putting a Forgotten Cave into play. This gives me the ability to play Bone Crusher plus Seasoned Pyromancer. I think they should slam a Yorion here or get something on the battlefield. They should be able to cast just about everything. Double white, double red, double green, single blue. Utopia Sprawl. Name's Black. 5 mana. Bring to Light. 5 mana Prismatic Ending. All right. Yorion unknown card. Don't care about Pithy Needle. Draw new cards. Land drop. Bone Crusher. Good luck, opponent. Putting the pressure on my opponent. What do we got? If I'd hit a land drop, it's Obosh to hand and Obosh to the battlefield. Call, floating black. Are you going to go get another Fury here so that you can use that next turn? Gets a Fury. Ah, they can use it right now. Excellent. 3-1. Excellent. All right. There's only a Sky Noodle in their hand. There's a Ragavan. All right. So we'll go ahead and put Obosh to hand. And we'll pass turn. Yorion can flicker the Fury to kill Seasoned Pyromancer if they want. We're going to take 6. That's fine. They just pass. They just, bam, passed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Obosh. We're going to leave Bone Crusher open. We're going to leave it open as long as we can here. We are hitting for 4. This is Ephemerate. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Go ahead and stomp here. Oh, wait, that's not enough. Because it's a 2. They're going to kill our thing. So rude. Deals 4. They're just resetting. I see. I'm sitting here like, what does this accomplish? They're just resetting. All right. You're good to reset, opponent. Not going to play Ragavan. It's Yorion in hand. Ephemerates again. I suppose they could flicker here to do 4 and maybe top deck something cool. Totally forgot that the stomp is 2. Obosh, it's all 3 drops, but Ice Fang draws a card. Five, maybe they found Prismatic Ending. Kind of sucks. Yep. All right. Well, now we have the lightning bolt. Three, 2. I guess let's lightning bolt. Let's use Ragavan to possibly get rid. Just play Bone Crusher Giant and swing. I'm going to try to trade Ice Fang here with the Ragavan. It's a pretty good trade for them. All right. Eternal Witness is excellent for them. Here's that Torp Orb. Would be nice. So they could go get Solitude. They can cast it now, or they can get They get an Ephemerate. They're going to Ephemerate the Eternal Witness. And they're going to pick up. I guess the Relic is looking a little bit better now that I saw an Eternal Witness. Picks up a Prismatic Ending. That can get rid of the Bone Crusher. This is what, a 3/2? I'd like a spot removal for Eternal Witness. They take 2. Well, let's go digging. That is a spot removal, technically. We will play it. Remove Eternal Witness. Good, 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 good. A lot of digging power. That's been very beneficial so far. Happy to have Seasoned Pyromancer on our side tonight. And opponent concedes. Match number 1 goes to the little red deck that could. Is that how you're supposed to beat 4-color Yorion? We talked about this a little bit recently. So Red Prison's been struggling. There's Boseiju, Teferi, for example. Blood Moon's not that impactful. We kind of saw that a little bit there. And so how do you cross the finish line against lists that are big time value like that? We've talked about moving the prison elements to the sideboard. Put the Chalice in the sideboard, lean less on Karn. You're playing Ragavans, you're playing Furies, you're playing Lightning Bolts, Seasoned Pyromancers. When you look at this list, even Bone Crusher Giant was part of some of our lists. The Flame Slash and the Chandra Dress to Kill, and I can't even say Glorybringer. Glorybringer was part of our list at one point. That's the difference here. That's the difference. These would be bridges. Something like this would be chalices. This would be Ragavan itself or some sort of ritual. This would be maybe like a braid. And that's really your difference. Maybe some Chandra's, Torch of Defiances are usually in here. That's the difference between this and Red Prison. It's not far off. You could play either. Did Thraben you stop streaming? I don't know who that is. Go ask them. Did you stop streaming? There's a part of me that kind of likes that this is just a bunch of mountains. When you really think about it, it's like super clean mana. Just mountain. Just mountain. You could have what? Was it 18 different mountains? What's up, O Kings? You love the deck, but your city plays too much red decks. 4 what are they called? Dragon's Claws, go for it. Prison, I will admit, is definitely weak. I think Red Prison is. I think you can play other like blue-white prison styles. I mean, blue-white sort of started to do that anyway, whether they want to admit it or not. I think there's some red-black in there and red-green and red-white, but mono-red, because of the cards that it relies on, gets kind of taken out pretty easily. And that's just the nature of some of the printing of cards. You can't counter some of the channel cards. You have cards that are freebies that can get stuff. Prismatic Ending and March, or the White March, are really aggressive towards what we want to be doing as well. But that's not what we're doing tonight. Tonight we're smashing Gigantha. What does Gigantha mean these days? Viridian, it might be Tron. I'm kind of nervous that it's Tron. There are some like elemental lists or some creature lists, and this would be great, but I'm nervous that this is like Tron, and I think I'm gonna mulligan thinking it is Tron. Otherwise, we have a lot of removal. This didn't really improve. We have 2 Flame Slashes. We do have Ragavan now. But that doesn't technically get me to 3 faster. I could put a Flame Slash back. My opponent mulled to 6 as well, and they're now thinking. That's starting to make me really think they're Tron. Maybe we look for Ragavan, Land, and Moon. I mean, that combination is plausible. Flame Slash their Urzatau. There we go. So dispatched cross country, O Kings. That's a long way. That's a long way. Here, we're gonna make this a little smaller than we normally do. We're gonna tuck it right there. Woo! Look at how, oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. Look at how, oh, it's right there. I like this companion, by the way. I think this is probably the cleanest of companions. Doesn't do anything too broken. It's kind of got an interesting restriction. I like it. All right. Our killer bee is thinking. They've kept 6. They thought about that for a while. I'm going to mulligan because I think I want to find Blood Moon. Well, we didn't find it. All right. Keep. Get rid of 2 lands here and pray. Keeping a second Ragavan because I'll have mana. And we'll just we'll see if I'm lucky or not. Stream title is a lie. Obosh moons. There are 7 moons in this list. And there's Obosh. Not Gigantum. That's not mine. That's Wu-Tang's. This is not Tron. So many things are going wrong here. Now I sort of kind of like my hand. Flame Slash was part of the Dono. Wow, Darcy. What up, Darcy? All right. Not familiar with this, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll just bolt this, no value, and get ready to dash. Yeah, not Tron. Blood Crypt, Darcy. All right, does this help you if I put it up here? Does that make more sense? And then if I do this here. Bam. Now I have mine out here. Roar. I got a battle. Oh, look at that. Oh, I thought mine was always on top. It's like, huh. Eh. Now we'll never forget it's there. Will we ever use it? Actually, a lot of times I like to put it kind of down here. If I do pop this out like I have. So I know the card's there. Look at that. Look at that little heart it's given us. A special area for companion waiting to be cast. Oh my gosh, the tooltip. The tooltip is incorrect. You can't cast it from here. Someone tell Wizards. Tooltip incorrect. Fluffy found it first. No one right-clicks that little heart. Darcy. 3 cards. And. Oh, Ragavan. Oh, all right. I'm trading. We're using Ragavan as a removal spell. What do you got, opponent? Monkey for monkey? Darcy for monkey? Nothing for monkey. Bam. Good trade. All right. All on you, monkey. Death Shadow, what an odd Tron deck. I know, right? All right, give me the hug, Ragavan. We need the hug. Yes. All right, 18. Opponent found a bolt. That would have been nice. Watery Grave. Watch them bolt themselves and play a Death Shadow. I might then hit this button. Oh, they're black mana. Oh, I tried to unyield, but now they've seen everything. I think they knew this anyway. Look at all these extra cards over here. We got Giganta, we have Obosh, we have a Lightning Bolt. There's so much extra value here on the right side. What do they take? Do they take the Magus because they can't cast much because they only have 1 treasure? Do they have a bolt of their own? Do they steal my monkey because they're afraid I'm going to attack them? I mean, funny enough, they could play Death Shadow and then bolt themselves, and then it would be big enough to block Monkey. Well, all right. I guess I'm playing Magus. And I'm going to play Magus over Chandra here because Magus at least blocks. And I might want to block. I also don't want them to know about this card. Oh, 3 cards. got countered. All right, let's find a removal spell for a good old monkey here and then go to top deck wars with our opponent. Can I get a bolt right off the second off the top? Not this card. Next card. That would have been really good to have. Now I need 2 bolts. They should stomp me. Yes, stomp me, opponent. Do it. Do it. No, don't play it out. Stomp me. All right. They hit a land. They Giganta to hand. Ooh. That's a nice looking swamp. Hey, come back here. All right, Giganta is in hand. All right, honest question here. What does chat think? I think I know what I want to do. We can put Obosh to hand and pitch Obosh, or we can pitch Chandra Dress to kill. We have a 5/5 that will be maybe showing up. Remember, there's 4 mana here. They need another mana. Well, yeah, it's clear, but is it with the Obosh or is it with the Chandra? I think it's with Obosh because Chandra's castable. And if they miss the land drop here, we're probably going to need Chandra to go digging, right? I agree. We're kind of far from Obosh. I think we get rid of Hellion Horror. It's a little bit of a shame that I have to do it this way, but we'll take it. Then if they do get the land, they get Giganta. If they don't get the land, we're going to be battling whatever it is. They do get a land, they shock in, Giganta shows up. All right, 5/5 versus Chandra. Not great odds, but we got to go with what we got. Right on time. Play Blood Moon, pass turn. This way they can't counter something in the future. Really hoping they'll find like Ragavan to put Chandra uptick, maybe Ragavan, and then use the digging power, find Seasoned Pyromancer, create blockers for a long time. Let's go ahead and put her down here. Exile top looking. All right, that's a good one to skip. Companion is only valuable to pitch, clearly not to cast. This saves me 5 life, right? Right? You're not gonna... Yeah, there you go. All right. That's like 1 extra draw here. I'll take it. No, not Death Shadow. Snap. We might be dead. All right. I'm going to 1. I have nothing that kills big things. Yep. All right. So, Trinisphere is a little bit interesting here. Pillage is a little bit interesting, and Relic is a bit interesting. Spree and Pithing Needle or not. This is why Fluffy needs Bridge. I can't call those cards off the top, right? All right, Flame Slash does kill quite a few things. It's going to struggle to kill a big Death Shadow. I feel like Chandra's just got to go again here. It might be a 2-2 split this time like this. I mean, this doesn't seem bad. This is just get rid of the black or the blue that they might fetch. I could keep Chandra. I could. I could keep the Chandra instead of the Pillage probably this game. The digging power would be pretty nice. Do I care if they get another? Yeah, let's hold on to Chandra. I guess Relic is pretty good here too. Might be worth taking a Magus or 2 out for a Relic instead. Let's take one. Let's take one Ragavan out and bring a Magus. That way I have 6 of these, 2 Relics, 3 Ragavan. Yeah, I like this. They're going to have probably some blockers, so Ragavan may not actually connect with our opponent. The Relic could be very good. It slows down Darcy as well. All right, we're going to keep this. This is a very interesting hand. They have to deal with the Ragavan, or I'm going to do a turn 2 Trinisphere, or a Legacy. Oh, you see that pop up? You see that Obosh popping up there? This is why we don't put it there. Go away. Here, we'll do that. There we go. All right. Obosh and Rabblemaster is a great duo and probably how I would build it, but I'm not doing such things today. All right. I guarantee you this is not connecting. I would love for this Trinisphere to hit, though. The game would go so slow. All right, Scalding Tarn. Bobble. Checks themselves for a scry trick here with the Scalding Tarn. Fetching. Probably Steam Vents. Shocked. Maybe Blood Crypt Shocked. Wow. I'm bad at this game. All right. I will attempt to connect with Ragavan here. So what do we do about a Spell Pierce or a Stubborn Denial here? I almost just want to skip this turn. I almost want to just skip this turn. Chef Wheaton, thank you for the 14 months. Welcome back. How's it going? I'm really not sure if I even care here. Like, I don't want to run this into a counter spell of sorts, Spell Pierce or something. These two cards are pretty good. I mean, I guess I could just slam the Trinisphere. I don't want to pick up Obosh either because I want to be able to remove a creature that they put into play and maybe Trinisphere or something. I'm gonna skip. They can waste their turn. I don't. We're just gonna skip. Waste of turn for our opponent. It feels like the right line here. If I attack here too, I might get them. They need red mana, so the Polluted Delta probably doesn't get a basic. There's the Blood Crypt. All right. There's the thing I can remove. There's a Bobble. All right. This is all fine. This is fine. It's scary, but it's fine. I'm going to go to remove it and then attack. They'll panic. They'll do something. I'll slam down Mountain and I'll get down Trinisphere or Blood Moon. Probably Trinisphere first. Could be at least an instant. Could be. It's not. They check our top this time. All right, pretty easy play here. Flame Slash. I'm going to play the second here. I've got a million of these. They knew this was coming, apparently, so goodbye, Darcy. Do they want to protect this? Ooh. Ooh, I'll just play that. That looks great. I'll take that. Thanks. I'll just pass turn again. I'm not playing into this Spell Pierce just yet. Next turn, we'll go ahead and slam a threat. Nah, it's not moon time yet. Just hanging out with our friend over there. They play two beautiful Death Shadows. Got them. That's red mana. That is Darcy. And Death Shadow? Go for it. Yeah. Oh, Thoughtseize. So good. All right. We're fine, though. We're in great shape here. They're going to have to take probably the Trinisphere. They might take Blood Moon, but we have a bunch of those. Look at this. They're going to 8. They try to play something that would survive a Flame Slash. I've got 2 of them, so they might have to take that. Perfect Fin, I had to remove the Darcy that was in my way. So I didn't have the extra treasure token, so I had only 3 mana, and then I had only 4 mana when this showed up. So Trinisphere nor Blood Moon was castable through Spell Pierce. You bet they scoop it up? I guarantee you they would have blocked too. This Darcy over here was needing some removal. If they end up going for the Trinisphere here, it's kind of interesting, or the enchantment, because it puts things into the graveyard that could eventually make this a 3/3. This is one of the few and rare ways we can get that Delirium. I did side in Relics. I only have 1 over here instead of 3. But now I don't want it. I have the power. But yeah, I have no idea what they take here. Yeah. I have a feeling they don't have another land. But they might. 3-ball might not be that scary for them. What's scary is the damage coming through. Yeah, we don't have any artifacts. They take a Flame Slash. There's the lands. Fetch Shock. Here comes the good old Death Shadow. And then we'll probably Blood Moon this. They're at 5. It's an 8/8. This is a 3/3 in the air. I can kill that. Forgotten Cave. All right. Let's see here. So I guess it's Blood Moon. Play Blood Moon, get a Surveil. Put that into the graveyard. Flame Slash here. I think I put this to the graveyard. This Blood Moon resolves. I've Forgotten Cave. And then I Flame Slash here. I don't think I need the Trinisphere. That's going to slow me down. I need just like a pair of bolts. Put this one on top this time. And then we'll just pass the turn. We'll see. We'll see. They could have like Bolt Ragavan or something like that. 3 mana Giganta to hand. There you go. They won't. Oh, good swamp. Good swamp. Good swamp. Do they attack me? I don't think they can. Yeah, I don't think they could. All right, Seasoned Pyromancer off the top. I'm not sure I care about the Trinisphere that much anymore, and I kind of want it in the graveyard for the Darcy to grow. So we're actually going to do this to get rid of the Trinisphere here. All right, they just concede to that. Getting rid of the Trinisphere. 1, 2, 3. I'm drawing 2 cards that we won't see. But we find like a bolt or something. We bolt and then we go over top. Okay. Do I want the extra relic here? It's tough to say. We even been to Seasoned Pyromancer trying to grow the Darcy. Man, just a Glory Bringer is good too. I don't think I want this extra relic. I kind of like what we did. Let's go again. Let's go again. Need those spot removals for their Ragavans and Darcys. This will work. Sand's fine. We can keep. While sorcery speed, it still removes one of the creatures, and that's good for us. You just want to know, you watch me because I'm so fluffy? Thanks. All right, opponent keeps 6. Bloodstain Mire, fetch. Gonna shock. Blood Crypt. And red Darcy. All right. Pretty typical things to do here. Pretty typical things to do. Probably go this direction. Another bauble. They did like whatever was on top, so they're going to be drawing that. Looks at what I'm drawing and draws that good card. It's a good one for later. Let's see if we can cast that a little bit later. Let's go ahead and get rid of Darcy here and pass turn. It's the obvious play. All right. Opponent's got 5 cards. If they play just Darcy or Ragavan here, I probably just Fury it away. If it's a Dashing Monkey, it's a little bit more problematic. All right, Thoughtseize it is. What do you want to steal? What do you want to steal? I think Bolt is our best top deck right now. Bolt giving me some relief against, for example, Ragavan. They could also take Fury here and play a Ragavan, knowing that I have no removal spell for it right now. Take Seasoned Pyromancer. We'll get tokens later. No red spell, so they probably have just Bolt or something. Fury they are unaware of. Let's not forget about Obosh this time around. 20 to 13. Another land. Blue mana, just kidding. Black mana. Inquisition. Goodbye, Chandra. I guess I want to flood now. I want to flood. Blood Moon. All right. We're going to pick up Obosh here. I don't really want to play a Bone Crusher Giant down. I have a feeling they're just sitting there with Death Shadows. We have to balance between killing my opponent and playing into what they're obviously holding in their hand. It's actually a pretty good draw. Ooh, a little counter. Good. All good. Got to get him out of there somehow. Land? Nope. Yes? No? Monkey? What do I toss? I toss a Fury and a Bone Crusher Giant there, probably. Maybe Fury and Obosh. Well, I didn't toss anything because of the Seasoned Pyromancer. Oh, that would have been okay. All right, Monkey returns. Land. It's intriguing for enough for me to go ahead and play it. Because they have a treasure token here. And if they were to get maybe like a fetch land, fetch shock, and they play like 2 to 3 Death Shadows here, that'd be a problem. This slows things down. But now if they dash Monkey here, they still have to do it for 3. And say lose the treasure and then they gain the treasure. Doesn't really buy them anything here. There you go. Give them the all 3 mana dash. Ouch. Just don't go over land, please. I need those. All right. You can have the Magus. Take the Magus. I would like the land. We'll pass turn. Bone Crusher kills the Ragavan if it attacks me again. It was pretty fair, wasn't that? We have made Ragavan fair. Wow. What do you have, opponent? Got a counter spell now? We're going to work our way up to 5 mana. Oh. All right. This is something. This is something. We'll see how big this creature is. You can only play one thing, so that's nice and slow. Nice slow game. I don't think they play anything here. I think they're going to pass. When they pass, I'll get to play Fury or Glorybringer. And they won't be able to counter it with the Drown the Lock. Maybe I play Glorybringer. 4 in the air, then just slam Obosh next turn, win. They need like double bolt, but that's not possible. Maybe they have an Unholy Heat. That could be possible. They're asking me why I'm playing in Trinisphere. I just said because you're a Death Shadow deck. It's Blood Moon's number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, let's test this out. Do they have an answer for Glorybringer? Unholy. Oh. It was an Unholy Heat. There it was. They got us. They can redash Monkey in for 3 mana if they would like. They skip doing that, so we have another answer or something like that. Actually, you know where we're at? We're at the point where I can just season Pyromancer tokens. Let's just do that. Make every turn awkward for them. One, two, three, 1, 2. I don't really care about turning off Unholy Heat or Drown right now. I just care about winning the game. And I think a couple Season Pyromancers will do that for us. The graveyard, I think, is a distraction, and I don't want to use the Relic to lose the value that I have in the graveyard. My opponent's having to struggle through Trinisphere and kind of learning why you can bring Trinisphere in against a Death Shadow deck. Any deck that's low to the ground, Trinisphere has merit. You just have to decide if it's going to be enough merit in that matchup. Do we think they're going to remove the Trinisphere at any point? I wonder if they would. It'd be kind of crazy if they could. Let's make sure they can't. Double Trinisphere. Now they're sitting here like, I feel I have to counter this. We're leaving Bone Crusher because I know they have a Darcy. I can always throw it upstairs as well. We're winning this game. Opponent's got 4 minutes to think. We have another Season Pyromancer. There's no reason to commit anything else to this board. And they concede. Too much pressure. Too much pressure. All right, we move on. Maybe that's the ticket. Maybe that's the ticket. Just play all Trinispheres instead of Blood Moons now. And do you like the question as to why, followed by the demonstration? Yeah, they're at the point that they weren't really applying any pressure, and I think they kind of realized that if they put one threat out, they couldn't protect the Death Shadow, right? If they play the Death Shadow out, they need 6 mana in order to play and defend it with a Drown the Lock. And so the Trinisphere is just sitting there like, yeah, deal with us. And at any point we can play Obosh and then use a Fury, and the Fury does 8 So it's got to be really large. And if we really needed to, we could like double down on the Fury to kill them. If they were able to counter, say, Obosh or the first Fury. We have plenty of cards in our hand to do most of that most of the time. So just smack them with the Seasoned Pyromancers. Let Trinisphere carry you. When it's doing good things, let it be. We're 2-0. Opponent's 2-0 as well, taking us into our next match. Grab this Obosh. A Yorion list. We have ourselves a Magus and a Ragavan. I will try. A little worried about Renin 6, but that's okay. Here's a card we just have to deal with. It's probably be like a Temple Garden with a Utopia Sprawl or Abundant Growth or something. Whoa, Steam Vents. Whoa, Monkey. Okay. No, you're not allowed to do that, opponent. Go away. Yeah, I would have to pitch. We would make it work. Don't you worry. We would make it work. It's all alternative costs. Attempting to hit for 2 here. Opponent's got some red here. Breeding Pool. Shoxin. Here comes the Ice Fang Kodal. You got it, opponent. All good. They're fetching crazy mana. Expressive Iteration. They need a fetch land here. We're going to get them with the Blood Moons. Windswept Heath's a good one. Forest is a good one too. All right, let's see if we can beat a Blood Moon. It's a shame that the Forest is the Abundant Growth for our opponent. And they didn't throw it onto one of these, but it makes sense that they would put it over here. Everything I stated about Fury and Trinisphere was incorrect, but that's okay. We'll let you all sit confused about it. I like to confuse my audience. It's a part of being our community. Dash in the monkey. Connect. Dang it. Curse you, Solitude. All right, here comes the Ephemerate, right? Do it. Do it. Yes. Good value. Good games. I knew Fluffy would bring the card nobody plays. Shut me down. It's a Dono list. It's not me bringing it. It's you. Trinisphere is good, though, against Death Shadow. If you happen to have it in the sideboard, it becomes basically just another version of a Blood Moon. All right, I'm going to lead with a Magus here and see if we can get protection for the Chandra Dress to Kill here. They could always hardcast Fury if they have a land drop. Got to beat the Solitude at some point. Ooh. Woo! A Renin 6. All right, all right, all right. Does not attack. Could dash Monkey here. I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to. I don't hate the idea of Renin 6 being close to dead. And I don't hate trading Solitude while this is tapped out. That way they can't Ephemerate. We knew they weren't going to block the Magus, so we keep double Blood Moons as well. A Fury obviously gets rid of the Chandra, hard casted here. More Abundant Growths are really annoying. Now they can hard cast Yorion. Picks up a land. Ren 6 is at 2. 5 mana. All right. So let's go ahead and exile the top card. New Magus. Play New Magus. I'm going to attempt to attack the Renin 6 with the Magus, so I can hold on to Bolt. Did Abundant Growth fly under the radar? No, because Astrolabe existed when 4-color decks were becoming prominent. Yeah. There's Monkey. Like a Fury. Sky Noodle? Sky Noodle's pretty good value here. Not gonna lie. All right, everything comes back. They can float these around elsewhere. They'll probably put it not on the snow-covered forest. We will not bolt anything. I get to play a land. Let's go exiling first. We find a bolt. That's nifty. Let's get real greedy here and attack with everything. Nice. Get to bolt here. Bolt. Play another Magus to block for future Monkey and pass turn. All right, we'll be looking at Obosh next turn. Bye-bye, Monkey. I'll take that trade every day. Magus for Monkey, it's pretty decent trade. All right, here comes Teferi, maybe bounce. Oh, fancy Teferi. Yeah, Yorion was a bigger problem for sure. Connor, man, how's it going? Wonder if we were on Hammer in Modern or some Pioneer shenanigans tonight. Bounces a Magus. We're almost there. We're almost there. Cycle's kind of cool. All right, exile top card. Nothing. Cycle. That's pretty good. Combat. Attempt to kill Teferi. We're going to attempt or Magus here and hope we get an emblem. The idea is emblem them get to play this Chandra. It kind of risks a dashing Monkey plus Solitude or Fury to clear this. But I'll take that risk. Living End in Modern. 4-1. Only loss was a 2-lander. Bunch of cyclers, no land. Nice. Spreading Seas. That's a good sign. Please don't draw Fury. Fury messes this up. Renin 6 delays it. Rude. Rude. There's Monkey. There's a land. Oh my gosh. So much happening. All right. Let's Flame Slash. I kind of want to just use the Seasoned Pyromancer here. I know I'm losing my Chandra just to kill here, but if I hit land, I might uptick here to put Obosh into my hand. Oh, counterspell. Oh. Bolt. I tried. I'm going to leave one back and risk Solitude here. If they want to save, that's fine. This is back at 7 here. I've got a blocker. We're just trying to emblem Chandra. That's all we're trying to do, Connor, man. Well, it sounds like you had a great night. It's always good to have a great night. That's Omnath. Not as scary with a Blood Moon in play. I will say that. Ba-bum, ba-dum. Ba-da-ba-da-bum. 3 Blood Moons in play. Heck yeah. Land drop emblem. Look at the top 5. Flame Slash kills Omnath, by the way. All right. Is there any limitation of how many of these I can play? You may cast red spells from among them this turn. You get an emblem whenever you cast red spells. Your opponent cries. Excellent. All right. I currently have 5/6 mana. I guess I just Fury. Kill this. If I did that off there, I can't quite cast Fury. So I guess I'm just hard casting Fury here. And I guess we'll 5 you up here. And then we'll bolt upstairs as well and attack. It all seems pretty good. Bolt upstairs. Does 4, puts them to 8. This puts them to 4. Then we can get Obosh cast or Chandra cast. All right, Emblem does it. And I haven't gotten Emblem this in a long time. Nice. All right. What did we do last time? Pillages and Pithy Needles, right? 2-2 split. And I got rid of all the Chandras, but she did amazing stuff that game. Fluff, do I want to be a blue-white gamer or a blue-red gamer? What about a Jeskai gamer? I thought that's always your dream. I thought that was the dream. Why cut yourself short? I'm wondering how far I go in on these pillages. I'm tempted to go a little further than I did here. What does Lightning Bolt kill? All the elementals. Got it. All right. Thanks, subconscious. Flame Slash kills a few things. We could cut 2 Flame Slash, 1 Bone Crusher, 2 Bone Crusher. Try that. Pithy Needles and Pillages. 1 less Chandra, 1 extra Pillage and go. Yeah. I'm not going to take any input. That's what we're doing. What's a good deck for someone new to playing Modern, but has been following it for a bit? Kind of overwhelmed with choices right now. It depends on your play style, and then I would work towards building that, even if you build a lesser version and then you build into it. So what is your play style? That'll be the question. What happened to Mono Black Gamer? Oh, this hand's not it. Impossible to not brainstorm once. Jace and I uptick almost all the time. We're gonna mulligan with our opponent. A lot of big things in there that I don't want to be casting immediately. Hey, look, 10 Seasoned Pyromancers. Let's play this hand. Keep. Goodbye, Seasoned Pyromancer. We'll leverage 2 Blood Moons here. See what happens. Basic forest with good old abundant growth on it. We'll find that pillage at some point. They think they're safe. Played Den, passed turn, picked up the Chandra. We have 1 less of those in the main. Another abundant growth on the same snow-covered forest. Going to name Renin 6 in the blind here. And you never know, but if we find land, then pillage. Opponent kept a 1-lander. Ooh, Prismatic on the Pithy Needle. All right, we miss. That's okay, because that's what Magic Online does to everybody. They miss lands, we miss lands. Oh my gosh. Land. I think I'm going to play Blood Moon here. It's safe from Solitude, although they might play Renin 6. I think my next play is a Seasoned Pyromancer getting rid of Chandra Drust. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Play a land, opponent. Oh, snap. Pillage. Pillage. We're going to look for that pillage. Dang it. No pillage. So, about what's happening here. There's the tweet for you. Oh, wait. Did they chat to me? No, they didn't chat. They didn't deserve that. They went all in. They had all 4. They 100% Ren and 6 was in that opening hand. And probably 2 of those abundant growths. They're like, yeah, we'll find the land, no problem. Didn't deserve it. Didn't deserve it. Man, if we would have had pillage on the stack with that screenshot, we would have won. We would have won Magic Twitter today. A pillage and my opponent would have uninstalled Magic Online. That is certainly what would have happened tonight. The better player won. The non-game did not decide anything there. It did make us 3-0 though. We got a channel, or not channel points, play points. We're looking okay. Look at this hand. We'll keep this. We've kept a couple hands with like 3 to 4 lands. Oh, they mulled the 6. You're done for, opponent. Oh, wait, they're 4-0. I should have thought harder about this. Crap. No, I don't want to die to Belcher. How dead are we? How dead? I don't have Karn the Great Creator. I can't accelerate a Blood Moon out. Recross the paths. We dead? Da-dun. Da-dun. No. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. We might be pretty dead. We have Pithy Needle for this matchup and Trinispheres. Shattering Sprees and Pillages are okay. Shattering Spree is probably a little too slow. Of course not in this one scenario. I'm going to play as though nothing happened here. Like, that didn't stop me, even though I slammed out the Chandra. This gives me a peeky poo. Let's see what you got. All right, we are playing the Pyromancer's. Come here. Pyromancer's Ascension is in this build. Spike Field with their recovery. We do have Pact. Belcher is in here a lot. Reforge, Recross the Paths. Strike It Rich version. Ironcrag version. All right. So, Pillages and Trinispheres most certainly are probably coming in here. Pithy Needle, Shattering Spree is a maybe. It's sort of a deadish card. But the Shattering Spree could be an out if they were to do that. Or if they have a bunch of Strike It Riches, we could hit a few of those. Flame Slashes suck. Those can go. Fast. Furies are reasonably fast. You could probably just cut the Blood Moon as well. Leave Magus. Bone Crusher's okay. Chandra's a bit slow. You can maybe do something like this. Maybe just one less Fury. I mean, Shattering Spree is only for Strike It Rich. The question is, like, would I rather have a Shattering Spree to take care of a turn 1 Strike It Rich, or would I rather have a Chandra that I may not be casting this game? It's going to have to be the Shattering Spree. We don't have the greatest things here. Our best line here is probably Ragavan, Trinisphere, Pithy Needle. That's probably the best line we have. So, we'll see. We'll see if we can be fast enough. Blood Moon doesn't shut this list down that much. Need a Ragavan turn 1. All right. Man. We do Ragavan, Season Pyromancer, and hope for a answer. They kept 7. That's not a good sign. That's not a good sign. Wow. All right. Just blows up the Ragavan. I see how it is. All right. If that would have been that Strike It Rich, we would have had the Shattering Spree. Turn Timber sideways. Trinisphere? Nope. Let's dig. Dig, dig, dig. All right. A couple cards to dig with. Lightning Bolt, Shattering Spree. This is where we like hope they put, you know, Charbelcher out with a land or something like that. There's the land. Ritual, not Ironcrag, not Ritual Ironcrag. Ritual Belcher. Cycle. Yeah. Cast Bone Crusher at 6 damage a turn. It's not like we have interaction at instant speed for Belcher. They messed up briefly here. Oh, Fury gets to kill one of these. Not both. Not both. One. Interesting to kill that, so I don't think they have the answer. Recross the paths here, so they're going to line up the answer. So we need Trinisphere here. If we find Trinisphere, it might stop them. A Pillage maybe stops them too, or a Pithing Needle could be problematic for them. By the way, I didn't bring the Relic in for the Pyromancer's Ascension because I just don't think it's that good. For those maybe wondering about that card. All right, Bone Crusher doesn't do it, so we'll put that on the bottom. Nice. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Chandra. Up, ping, Boltia. Goblin Charbelcher. That's the best I could do. Trinisphere was maybe better, but there you go. We lose Shattering Spree here. Okay, we've got some cool things here. What can you do? You're at 6. They're dead if they untap. If we get to untap. Do they have the answer? Whoop, whoop. Oh no. So opponent's got it. You just stack this in such a way that Pyromancer's Ascension works here. So the Trinisphere is the side we needed, not the Pithing Needle. Unless they mess this up. Wow. We did it. We did it. And we didn't have to show that we have Trinisphere. We're going to game 3. I'll call it a win. Oh boy. I don't know. Do I try the Relic here? Is Relic like better than something in here? Maybe over Magus? Maybe. It's just so weird because we're losing like stuff that attacks. We're like trying to prevent them. Maybe I take one Shattering Spree out and like keep 2 Maguses. The green can be a little bit of a problem. Like if they needed the green to recross the paths. So it's like where Relic doesn't really win the game necessarily. Just like Shattering Spree doesn't really win the game necessarily. all of these, like you can see, we have pairs. We have pairs of all of this stuff, right? We have pairs of things that maybe, like, if they go Pyromancer's Ascension and we have Trinisphere, we're good. But if we have Pithing Needle and Shattering Spree, we cry. And then if we don't have the Relic, you know. But if they have Belcher and we have Trinisphere, it may not even matter. Might be better than a Fury. We could also just take all the Furies out and bring all this in and just be like, all right, well, if I get lucky, I'm on the right side of things. Let's have one extra Fury and one less Bone Crusher. Or actually, let's do one less Chandra. All right. I've thought about this too much. Yeah, but then they have to have the Manamorphose. Well, I guess I'll take it. Do I play turn 1 Pithing Needle over Ragavan here? It's really awkward. I'd rather play turn 1 Ragavan. I could also keep dashing Ragavan to avoid a Fury. Are they going to just turn 2 me if I don't do this? Yes, they can go off on turn 2. I'm going to play this. It can go off on turn 2. I don't know. We'll see if I'm punished. We'll see if I'm punished. Right now, I don't feel too punished. I can also cycle the Forgotten Cave here. We could attack and play a Bone Crusher Giant. Only shocked in. There's Recross. So we're going to cycle here because I need to find, like, Trinisphere, right? Maybe we should just mulligan for... I mean, that's hard to say. Mulligan for Trinisphere just doesn't make a lot of sense. Because if you mulligan just for Trinisphere, it's, like, really awkward. We're going to see what's on top first, Clark. Then we'll worry about cycling. This has to resolve. Yeah, they can. I think they can have, like, some sort of crazy miracle hand and turn 1 it. Turn 2 is definitely more feasible, though. I don't think I saw a packed version. So they're either going to answer this or they're going to play the other route here to the graveyard with the Pyromancer's Ascension. So I think Trinisphere is literally our best draw. I guess we have everything here. They are a packed version, so they could go off on turn 1. A ley line here that we don't care about. What's their way to kill the Pithing Needle? So there's the Ascension. There should be a Spike Field Hazard. There's Strike It Rich. There's a couple Spike Fields in here. I actually don't see a way that they get rid of the Pithing Needle. Do they not play Force of Negation? Force of Vigor? Am I just missing it? We're in game 3. Interesting. So I guess the Pithing Needle looks like it would be fine. So yeah, Trinisphere off the top and the Pyromancer Ascension kill is probably unlikely now. We could win from there. I just don't see it. I mean, maybe I'm blind. Seagate, Pyretic, Turn Timber, Pact, Infernal, Cross Strike, Emery, Pact, Seagate, Infernal, Spike, Reforge, Leyline, Goblins, Furies, Reforge, Bala, Turn Timber, Spike, Land. Recost, Manamorphose. Ascension is the unique card here. Manamorphose. Ritual, make mana, goblin, leyline. Yeah. Cool. So there's no way for them to get rid of the Pithy Needle. Pyro Loop. Yeah, that's why we want the Trinisphere off the top. They're taking a while to set this up, so it's definitely the Pyro Loop. A Relic could make this difficult for them. So we have a few outs. Blood Moon can make it difficult, but not impossible. And it would just be a Magus, which they could get rid of. I have to plan for my Ragavan. I don't need to really super plan for the Ragavan. Oh, no. I see what you're saying. Okay, we can play the whole dancing game of do we play the Ragavan or not? And do we run it in or not? And so this is like the game of do we play it or not? And I've played this with the Belcher opponent before. All right, so we don't need the mountain. We'll put that on the bottom. Make sure we're not yielding so I can use the Forgotten Cave. Another Ragavan, and we top Bone Crusher. All right, I have done this before, and I'm going to go ahead and just play Ragavan and not dash it in and pass, because I think they're thinking I'm going to attack. I mean, it's a guess. It's a guess. The other thing is, I think they can just put 2 Reforged Souls up there, so you have that problem as well. All right, apparently we weren't going to hit it anywhere here. A couple rituals. There's the Ascension. I'm going to cycle this in response here. Dang it. All right, I'll leave the Lightning Bolt up in some random case where they do 9 to themselves. But yeah, you just put 2 Reforges on top, you should be okay. So here's where they make a whole bunch of mana, right? With all the Manamorphoses. Okay, and this is where the loop begins for the Manamorphose. And from here, I think they kill me, right? Like I said, we needed the Trinisphere. Should I just concede? We all know how this goes, and then they can make enough, right? Yeah, they recast Spike Field a whole bunch for lethal. That's what they do. We could wait for Spike Field. Act like we have a surgical extraction here. Once I see the Spike Field, we'll go ahead and concede. There you go. All right. Where are we going to find the Trinisphere? There's a Relic. There it was. We're going to cycle here to get here, and then we're going to get a Relic. Cycle to get this. We couldn't get to the Trinisphere by next turn. No luck. 3-1. Makes infinite angels. Does he have a way to give him haste? Bow, bow, bow. Editing another episode. Very cool. There you go. Yeah, well, we brought in pretty much everything. Just didn't get lucky to find the Trinispheres there. And like I talked about, I guess the Trinisphere sort of stops the Belcher, but they can usually make enough mana to get around that probably. Let's go match number 5. What do we think? 4-1? 3-2? We're not going to make a prediction. We don't do that here. We do get to play first, though. Woo! Obosh. 4-1, let's go. Oh, Giganta. All right, we'll keep this. We got answers for both sides of it, if it's that elemental craziness or if it's Tron. We got answers for both. I will not be cycling Forgotten Cave either. Nice. Little blood crypt here. Oh. I don't like that. I'm going to bolt that. I'm going to bolt that. Now that I hit another land, we'll just play... I can cycle Forgotten Cave now. Giganta is all over the world in what it is. Experimental. Finds another experimental. Bloodstain Mire. Yeah, exactly. It's all over the place. I hope they fetch something that's non-basic. Plays another one. There's a Disciple. That should be the turn. Cycle. So many lands. So many lands. We're going to play Blood Moon. It's a little safer than Magus here past turn. And we'll see what my opponent can do with red mana. It's the best kind of mana. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, not gonna lie. I didn't exactly see that one coming. Oh, and a Witch's Oven. All right, all right, all right. Let's remove this by using Fury here. People are panicking, but I think this is correct. Ragavan and leave Bolt up. Don't panic. Don't panic. It's all right. Because Cauldron Familiar is going to try to ninja this. And we're going to remove the cat from play. Here comes. Sneak attack. Hiya! All right. What do you give me, oh great opponent? What great things are on top of your library? Just a Bloodstain Mire. Get it out of here. Blackcleave Cliffs. Caches in one of these experimental synthesizer, makes a 2/2. It's pretty good because it creates a blocker for them. I think we're going to just pass here. I know they can get Familiar back through the Witch's Oven. We'll find the damage we need. We'll find it. They're at 14. Got to go up to what, 15? Does another one of these, makes another 2/2. Fury would be a nice top deck. There's a sword. It's pretty nifty. Attacks for 2. All right. Guess I'll play Obosh here. And let's play Monkey. Pass turn. All right. What do we think? Attack with both Bone Crusher, Witch Oven. That's not very good. All right, I can kill that. That's not a bad thing to kill. It's kind of a problematic card. A Fury would be fantastic here. Fury would clean things up very nicely. Puts a Bobble down here in the yard. Puts Giganta to hand. That's kind of scary. There should be no attacks here. 3, 2, 4, 5. They'd have to block with everything. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't block with everything, would they? They wouldn't, would they? I can't decide if I really care about this. I don't think I do enough. I'm going to play Magus in past turn. I don't want to lose Bone Crusher Giant here. 2 damage upstairs plus Bolt looks nice. Again, top decking Fury is looking nice. We can top deck Season Pyromancer, Bone Crusher, and Season Pyromancer. They have Anvil down there. I don't think I'm worried about that though either. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I do care about this. We have Reach. So whenever one or more artifacts you control leaves the battlefield, make a 1/1. I like them to tap Witch's Oven one more time for me so I can clear this cleanly with the Bone Crusher Giant. We'll attack with Obosh and Magus here. I mean, this trades. This is going to trade. Well, I say trade. That's what it is. I really want them to fire off this Witch's Oven for me. They're not going to, though, are they? Do it. Come on. Ugh. Help me out. Help me out, opponent. All right, I'm just going to let this continue to happen. Like I said, I think I can get some burn around them or whatever. Squirrel can't be cast. That's fine. Where's my Fury? Attacks for 2. Vigilant, that's fine. Need like a Chandra to start digging here, a Fury to clear a few more things for us. Bolt wouldn't be too bad, I suppose. The Blood Crypt makes another 2/2 Samurai. Right, I'm gonna give myself a chance here to draw a Fury here, and if I don't, I probably have to Bone Crusher the Goblin Engineer. I lose the Bone Crusher, the other side of the Bone Crusher, though. All right, no Fury. We'll do this attack again. They don't decide to go all in here. So this would kill everything. And then they would get... So kill this, they would make token, then a 1/1. I could stomp a Samurai, then I lose the Bone Crusher Giant. They make a food token, then they make a 1/1 plus a 1/1. I think I'm going to let it all go. Oh, I see. Because they don't trample through. Should have put that in front. No. I should put that one in front. I feel like I'm just getting beat up by a list that I can't get interaction to very easily. So stomp, stopped here. They can bring back the cat. And they do. And they have a Gigantha as well. Need like probably running season Pyromancers with some burn in there. Yeah, because I can just do the Witch's Oven stuff here. Yeah, we could probably concede. Because they can just do this. I have to probably block here. They reset Familiar a whole bunch. I mean, maybe. Maybe if I held the first Fury. Let's see what else we draw. Not ready to give it up just yet. One Fury makes the game kind of interesting. All right. So, I feel like Trinisphere could be a thing. I feel Pithy Needle could, and Relic. Shattering Spree and Pillage aren't actually that bad either. I don't think Chandra's very good here. I'm actually debating. I don't think Ragavan's very good here either. What's up with one with nothing? Ragavan doesn't get through. Ragavan is not a fast clock here. I mean, we can try it, but Ragavan just doesn't do a lot, right? Pillages are probably overly aggressive. I mean, we can try it, but I kind of, I don't know. I don't think that's really the right play. It just constantly block. We can just do like one Ragavan if we really wanted to. Removal. Guess I could like cut some of the Blood Moons. I am on the play. I guess it's a little bit better. All right, we'll try this. It's just Ragavan's going to get blocked quite frequently, right? Just a 1-drop blocks it, and you just don't do anything. So it's kind of far from that, but... All right. Got some spot removal here. Doesn't seem the worst. Got a Pithy Needle for Witch's Oven. I like to start with this Forgotten Cave. I think I'm going to need all the mana I got this game. And Pithy Needle and Bolt. Or Flame Slash if they play a creature first. Just like that. Okay, let's do Witch's Oven. Witch's Oven's taken care of. Let's remove this. Let's see what else you got. Remember, we can go get Obosh pretty quickly here, too. They might have Anvil or something. There's another cat. There's a witch's oven that doesn't do anything. Go ahead and risk putting Obosh to hand here for 3 removals and continuing up. Killing 1 and then trying to bolt something just doesn't feel exactly right. There we go. We can kill both of these. Flame slash, hold bolt. Bolt is the instant speed way to win this. The Disciple. Bobble. I don't think I care about the Disciple that much. Let's go ahead and see if I can get an Obosh down and begin threatening our opponent. Galvanic blasts me. Okay. Makes me lose a point here. And draws an extra card. Okay. Land drop experimental is something they could do. Shrapnel blast to deal 5 here. All right. That is a way to get rid of Obosh. Plays a land. And hits me for 1. All right, let's put the pressure on with a Fury now. And I have Bolt up. Come on, you gotta be out of things, right, opponent? Just a couple Witch's Ovens in your hand. Blackleaf Cliffs is tapped. Going to go ahead and attack with the Fury. Pass the turn. Take 6. 16-10. They might play land, try to boot up Den of the Bugbear, and I have a Lightning Bolt for that. Which is good. Need to be able to kill that, obviously. I do not want this to attack. That's not too bad. We can just attack for 6 and then pass the turn. Bone Crusher is lethal from the sky. New Den. Sword. Do we have a blocker? Doesn't appear so. Let's see if this connects. They could have a bolt. It does connect. And let's end them. All right. Going to game 3 here against the Anvil opponent. Pithy Needle doing what needed to against the Witch's Oven. I think we're sending back. I like how we sideboarded. Maybe there's an argument for a few pillages to catch an earlier Witch's Oven over the Blood Moon. I mean, Blood Moon stops Den of the Bugbear and some of the black in their list. Sort of just like being able to remove anything and everything I see. Like, kind of treat it back in the days like the Mardu versus Prison, where we would just be aggressive with all of our removal. Aggressive with all our removal, bring in meat. Try not to lock our opponents out, but try to interact with our opponents. Let's do it. Final match. Someone called for a 4-1 earlier. We'll see if we can get it. We are on the draw. Probably need more bolts than flame slashes this time, and less Ragavans. Bolt, Pithy Needle. All right, we'll keep. Probably can't lead with the Forgotten Cave this time. Needle was MVP, and we're going to see if Needle can become MVP round 2. Got removal. It's a little harder to cast. All right, Bobble. Checks themselves. They have a fetch land. And a Blackleaf Cliffs, apparently. There's the cat. All right. Pithy Needle, Witch's Oven. That is the problematic of many of them. I guess I could play Ragavan next. Then maybe Fury clean up and attack with Ragavan. Kind of keeps me on curve, right? Ooh, I might have to Fury sooner than later. They have 2 cards in their hand. There's a experimental. That's good. All right. Let's go ahead and exile Seasoned Pyromancer because I like more removal. We can kill both of these and then dash in a monkey. Hit and leave bolt open. Or leaving bolt open. That was good. Needle doing things probably again here. Goblin Engineer, I guess, would be something you could name as well. Puts a Sword of the Meek. Blood Crypt tapped. Let's bolt this out of the way. Fortunately, I can't easily dash in here, but we'll do it this way. Dash, attack. I'll take a bauble. I'll take a bauble. On a Bloodstained Mire. I like that. A couple Forgotten Caves. Jegantha just went to hand. Jegantha's what, a 5/5? Yeah. Let's boot up Ragavan again. So we do 4 with the Fury. I could go get Obosh this turn. Oh, we're pausing. Kind of like going to get Obosh. Bring Ragavan back up. Maybe. All right. Well, Needle looks good here, but haven't seen a Witch's Oven yet. There's a Disciple. Bring back a sword. I'm going to play Obosh here. I think it's fairly safe. I like how Disciple interacts with Ragavan treasure tokens. It's clever. No, don't have the Shrapnel Blast. No. Dang it. All right, what else you got? Ravenous Squirrel. I guess I'm fearing to clear the board? And then they'll just follow up with Jegantha. Jegantha's going to be kind of hard to kill with a sword. They obviously have to get the Jegantha with the sword on it. There's the Anvil. They can sacrifice the sword. This brings back the sword. Luckily, I have the relic. We can make use of this relic, hopefully. Bolt's really good, too. All right. Just put a Ragavan into play. I'm going to leave Relic up. I'm going to leave Bolt up. Like I said, we know it's Jegantha. Jegantha getting bolted wouldn't be bad with the Fury. The squirrel. Scary squirrel. Just Jegantha, right? Attacks. We'll take it. Let's kill this. Nothing's coming back, right? Yeah. Okay. I don't think anything's coming back. We threaten Fury again here. I believe I can actually... Oh. Well, I was going to say, I believe I can kind of attack with everything they have to block here, but now that I have a Bolt plus the Den of the Bugbear, we end in our opponent. And it looks like we're going to get a 4-1. Not bad. Not bad. Pow. Needle was great there. Although, I guess they didn't have Needle that last one. 4-1, Obosh Moons here. In Modern, getting it done. A lot of 3-drops, a lot of 1-drops, a couple 5-drops. It's doing very closely to what I would assume if we were to take Prison and remove essentially just the Prison pieces and adjust the Planeswalkers of the curve just ever so slightly. It's essentially doing what we expect it to do, right? We have a Chandra, a different Chandra, because that's what this is the Chandra that fits. Seasoned Pyromancer and Bone Crusher Giant are definitely things we've played. We've played up to 7 Moons. Our lists are playing Ragavan and Fury. We're just missing Bridge and Chalice. Bolts are the bridges. Flame Slashers are the chalices. That's what it is. That's what it is. You get Obosh. It's hard not to play something like this. It really is. I think the list is very strong. I mean, Mayahashi is obviously playing it a lot, and our donation tonight came in, and yeah, it's just strong. It does what it needs to do. It's probably the closest thing that you're going to see to a Scred list these days. I think it's a little unfortunate that it's doing the Fury Ragavan thing. I'd like to see a red list that's doing not that, but what are you gonna do? It's a good one. And what is it? Soul Ring Mana. Thank you for the donation once again. Several donations. And hope you enjoyed. We crushed it. We smashed like we expected to. It's a good list. It's solid. It does what it needs to do. Recouping some of our treasure chests and play points. We do need those from time to time. So there you go.